Coming to you live from the rinks in Hauppauge, you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Joined alongside camera operator Rowan Laddick, I am Ryan Brannigan. Going to be taking you through 3 games here on the South Rink, beginning with this developmental matchup between Connetquot, Sayville, and Sachem. Sachem, a perfect 12-0 coming into this game. They have been on a roll all season long and coming off 2 of their biggest victories of the year. A 10-0 shutout win against East Islip back on December 10th, and a 15-1, not sure what to call it, beatdown, smackdown, pick your superlative, victory over KPC back on December the 20th. This is Sachem's, at least the DVL's, first game of the new year. They'll be back in action next Wednesday as well, as the developmental season goes into its final quarter of play. Connetquot Sayville 1-12. It's not been their year. Granted, the first time they played Sachem, they played them close. Just an 8-6 victory for Sachem in that one. That game played on September the 22nd. Next time they played 10-1 Sachem over Connetquot Sayville. Much bigger margin of victory in that one. A real David versus Goliath matchup here in this one, which we'll get going underway shortly. Sachem have their starting lineup on the blue line, awaiting for the playing of the anthem. Connetquot Sayville, the T-Birds, they're making their way out to the blue line for the playing of the anthem. There is the anthem, and I'll see you on the other side on LISN. And with the conclusion of the national anthem, we're set for action here on the South Rink. Kicking us off tonight again, Sachem unbeaten heading into the contest. 1 win on the year for Connetquot Sayville. See how this one shapes up. Leading the way for Sachem in terms of scoring, the number 2 and number 3 point totals leaders in the developmental division, that being Jackson Zub and Mason Lovergene. Mason Lovergene leading the way in terms of goals. He's got 22 of them. That first period begins on the Connetquot Sayville side of things. Their leading scorer, Joel Antoniou, 14 points in 11 games played, followed up by Liam Rakos with 13 in 11. Early whistle for icing against the T-Birds. T-Birds varsity team got a huge win a couple nights ago against Middle Country on Middle Country's senior night. 7-1 victory. It might have even been 8-1. I'm not sure. Try to think back to it. Either a huge victory for the T-Birds varsity team. as they look to secure a playoff spot. This is where all that whole journey begins here at the developmental levels. The pass gets by Fuss out of the zone. Here is Zub, who's been so electric this year. Zub over the blue. Lovergene back to Zub. Zub's pass for Lovergene behind him. Sachem's varsity team in action tonight in a big game against Northport Huntington. Catch that on the North Rink. Travis Quigley on the call for that one. Shot toward the net, denied by Amarada, the starting netminder tonight for the Charcoal and Gold. And here comes Lovergene in all alone. Mason Lovergene shot it wide. Rebound off the carom is covered by starting netminder for Connetquot Sayville, Noah Martin. So Tino Amarada and Noah Martin, the goaltending matchup tonight. Play resumes. T-Birds clear. Sachem trying to go right back into the zone off the stick of defenseman number 70, Andrew McCarthy. Holding in near side was Ryan. Liam Ryan. Rolls on for Hen. And centers shot from Collins deflects wide. Collins chases after the missed attempt. Takes a couple swipes at it before it's ultimately cleared by the T-Birds. Carrying into the zone. Jace Orfano centering feed, turned back on and off the side of the net. Great look there for Nathan Burns. Back with Burns. Burns goes down. Keeping it alive at the near point is Haggerty. That is Cameron Haggerty. Many Haggertys have found their way through the T-Birds ice hockey system over the past couple of years. Got one on JV, I believe, right now. Orfanos trying to step around the defender, but a good defensive play made by Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan taking a check from Orfanos. Brace on the forecheck for Sachem. To the line and out of the zone. Finnemore unable to keep it in. Looks to be just about full strength lineups for either side heading into this matchup tonight. As Brace enters the zone, Brace fans on the shot, checked by Haggerty. And Cameron Haggerty, another bump on Brace before reversing to the opposite side for Utweiler. T-Birds clear despite the best efforts of Finnemore. Atkins, who made an appearance in the freshman all-star game, despite, one of the few developmental players with that honor. And trying to make an effort to keep the puck in Antoniou, but Antoniou ultimately falls down. Fussa comes back the other way for Sachem. As we're 4 minutes through this first period now, no score between the T-Birds and Sachem. Haggerty swept it through to Antoniou. Long shot blocked by Zub. Really the Zub breakaway in which he missed the net. The only real high danger chance of the game thus far. Zub trying to add another to that list. Walks in. Zub dekes. Zub shot. And again, this one I believe went off of Martin and wide. Rebound, stuff and try on the back door from Lovergene. Turned away by Martin as well. Available, they score! Sachem break the ice and take the 1-0 lead. Looks like Clark Beltram will be on the other end of this one. So 1-0 Sachem. On the goal, scored by Beltram. Lovergene and Zub picking up assists. It is Beltram's 9th of the season, while Lovergene and Zub collect points 34 and 32 respectively, continuing their excellent seasons in the DVL. Liam Ryan to the loose puck. Pivots away from the incoming forecheck provided by number 33, Nathan Burns. Deflected ahead, past the stick of Russo. It's Kylie Russo. Held up along the near boards. Good defensive effort there from Jake Gessick. Puck does come out. Henn trying to speed after it, and it's backhanded into center ice once more by Ryan Donnelly. Zub's shot missed high over the net. Got a Trevor Donnelly in the T-Bird system as well, I believe. On the freshman team, if I'm not mistaken. Could be JV. It's a lot of teams, a lot of levels, a lot of players. Aiello. Turned it over, Zub. Steps through a few, sharp angle shot is stopped by Martin. Right, 8:28 left here in the first period. 1-0 Sachem. Lifted to center by Dexter. Atkins can play it and maybe attempted to, so no icing. Jesse Atkins fires up the near boards, past the stick of Finnemore, onto the stick of Bermudez. Bermudez lifts it ahead in the area of Ray Raselowitz the third. Now Finnemore has a break. Finnemore shoots off the blocker of Martin. Zub knocked off the puck. Atkins trying to hold in at the far point, could not. Now just trying to prevent a chance the other way for the T-Birds. Instead, here's Finnemore. And good poke there from Dexter. Trying to clear it out the near side. And skating it free, number 90, Christian Clemens. Clemens over the line on side. Looking for somewhere to go with the puck. Clemens steps through, far circle. Never got through. Fussa in the way of it. Rakos backhands to the front of the net. And a good play made by 75 in charcoal and gold. That is Atkins. Atkins walks slot, 5-0 goal. Jesse Atkins gripping it and ripping it through Martin. Sachem lead it 2-1. Atkins, 13th of the year, leading the way for defensemen in terms of points for Sachem. In terms of the overall point totals, it would appear Atkins leads the way as well in the entire league in terms of points for defensemen. Granted, Mason Lovergene is listed as a defenseman and a forward, so both positions, but has been playing forward this year for Sachem, who are going to be shorthanded. Connetquot Sayville to the power play here, their first of the night. Coming into the contest, T-Bird power play unit It's listed as 0%. Now, they might not have a power play goal yet this year, or perhaps a statistical error. But that is what the stats show us. Leave a comment if you've seen a Connetquot Sayville developmental power play goal. T-Birds dump in. Stopped up and across for Haggerty. Haggerty wrist shot, traffic out in front, an empty net, they score! There's your power play goal. And it's 2-1. If they didn't, then they do now. Shot comes from the point. Ricochets out in front. Tough break for Amarada, who is frustrated as the result. But it will be a goal for Jace Orfanos. Nathan Burns and Cameron Haggerty picking up assists. And it's just a one-goal game. Sachem trying to respond. Zub. Get on the other end of the puck. Haggerty there. Lifting sticks. Haggerty skates it out of the zone with speed. Haggerty passes pocket pick from behind by Lovergene, who walks. Lovergene to Zub. Zub backdoor. Beltram turned away by Martin. Great save there from the T-Bird netminder. And the power play goal scored by Jace Orfanos was his third goal of the season. Shot deflects amidst the battle in front between Zub and Ryan Donley. Now backdoor, Beltram turned away by Martin, who's having himself a night. Some excellent saves made from Noah Martin. Not that time. Sachem score on the blue line, rip from McCarthy. 2-goal lead restored as well. It is 3-1. Gonna beat Martin Blocker's side that time. Martin has made a number of big saves in this game, trying to keep it close. McCarthy from Zub at 5'11". That is Zub's third point of the night, or pardon me, his second point of the night. Atkins' goal going down as unassisted. Collins in the far corner, comes free. Chance for Russo. Couldn't quite pull the trigger in the slot area. Down and around and back up for Atkins. Atkins trying to split through the defense. Now on back for Fussa. Fussa kicks it forward to Collins. Collins centers all the way across, and Martin got over there to get a piece. Another chance for Hen off the side of the net. And a desperation firing of the puck down ice. As Sachem were pressing to score their fourth goal of the game. And prior to that third goal for Sachem, this save was made by Martin. I highlighted it, wanted to show it. Right there, as Beltram's first attempt misses, gets it on the second. Sachem win the offensive zone draw, shot wide. Zub. Second year in the DVL for Jackson Zub. McCarthy stabs at it. Aiello trying to get a touch. Here's Liam Ryan. Bermudez puts it back in the Sachem end for McCarthy to clear out. Now up for Zub. Zub, checked by Haggerty, rolls on to Martin, who covers. With 3:26 left here in period number one. You enjoy what we do here at LI Sports Network. We enjoy all the support we get from the listeners here at home and at the rink. Be sure to give us a follow on social media at LI Sports Network and subscribe if you haven't already. We're closing in on 1,200 subscribers. That shot from Fussa turned away by the right pad of Martin. T-Birds clear. Hustling in after it, Ruselowitz. Atkins will get there first. Peels around behind the goal on the backhand, tries to clear it up the near side. Great hold in here from Bermudez, who walks. Bermudez, the pass. Back to Bermudez, scores! Give and go, and a yawning cage available to be deposited a puck into, and Bermudez does just that. 3-2 is your new score. And for Maddox Bermudez, his third of the season. Cuts the lead to 1 yet again for the T-Birds. As they trail 2-1 now, only down 3-2 after, well, you know. Sachem made it 3-1. Maybe you don't know. Now you do. Zub up the near boards. Check by Bermudez. Getting the assist on the goal. Not loaded up yet. Figure it out on the replay. I'm not sure if they'll officially credit it, however. Lovergene to Zub. Zub, good poke check from Bermudez. Scores the goal and then makes the big defensive play. Allows Ruselowitz to take it on the backhand. Battling McCarthy. McCarthy lifts the stick and takes it away from Ruselowitz. Lovergene pushing it ahead for Beltram. Gathered in on the far boards by number 5, Benjamin Hoffman. Zub, turnaround shot, kick save made by Martin. Stick gets away from Donnelly as a shot from Liam Ryan blocked down in front. Reiko's trying to clear, and Reiko sends it right into the penalty box of the T-Birds, stopping the clock with $1:35 left. Check that, $1:34 left in the first period. It's been quite an eventful first period. 5 goals between the two sides. To take the draw here is Collins. Cam Collins. Out there with Henn. Daniel Henn and Fussa keeping in at the near point. Kylie Russo. Fussa. Through the feet, has to track back to the loose puck. Giving chase is Burns. Burns and Orfanos. Orfanos had the first goal of the game for the T-Birds. Scored on the power play, which according to the power play statistics is Connetquot Sayville's first power play goal of the year. Plunge up the far boards once more by Hoffman. Picking up to get the stick, Nathan Burns allows Henn across to Russo. Shot never got through, and a shot there from Henn denied in tight by Martin. Off the back of the skate of Kotsonis. And Orfanos runs right into the left shoulder of Cam Collins. Donnelly keeps at the near point. Donnelly, shot blocked by Daniel Henn. Donnelly now has to retreat out of the zone, pressured by Kylie Russo. Creates the turnover to Collins. Collins dumps in. Kicks in behind Hoffman. 5 seconds to go here in the first period. Connetquot Sayville can't clear, but Sachem can't get another shot on goal. 3-2 is how we head into the first intermission between the T-Birds and the charcoal gold and red. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network, and we'll be back for the second period in just a moment. Stick with us on LISN. Welcome back here. In one of the coldest places on earth, the rinks in Hauppauge, site of tonight's matchup between the T-Birds and Sachem, and someone's got to let Connetquot Sayville know that playing with 3 skaters is certainly a choice with nobody in the penalty box. And they have 4 now, and there's number 5. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. See how it works out for them. Well, McCarthy dumps in for Sachem. I don't think I've ever used that quote before from one of my influential movies of my childhood there, Dodgeball, but I've been meaning to. As that shot from Antoniou glances off the glove of Amarada, now right back out in front. Cleared out, skated free by Jackson Zub. Zub zooms around Dexter and dumps in. Deflects on, save Martin, rebound, loose in the crease area. Kicks free to the far corner. Over skated by Delia. And clear to center by the T-Birds. McCarthy, plenty of time, settles back onto the loose puck and hits Finnemore. Right on the tape, Finnemore banks ahead. Moving in here for Sachem is Besendorfer, and a shot save made. Rebound Martin, save made. We're in the 74th edition jersey. Finnemore turned away by Martin. That's Liam Ryan at the far point. Eventually gets through to Zub. Zub's wrist shot deflects over, getting the stick in was Dexter. Good defensive play made by 88 in red. Centering feed from Zub, turned away this time by Antoniou. And Zub, like a dog to a bone on the puck, seems to always be where he needs to. There he is again, intercepting in the far corner. Jackson Zub in his feet to the line, and Ryan holds in at the far point. Creates a play down low, swept across by Besendorfer one more time. Finnemore. Great shift here for Sachem. Besendorfer denied. Rebound, kicks wide. Edward Brace with the huge chance right out in front. Couldn't cash in. And now the T-Birds clear in a huge collision. Antoniou, the T-Bird captain, and McCarthy come together in clean fashion right in front of the Sachem blue line. Would have been a potential opportunity for Connetquot Sayville. Broken up and prevented by Andrew McCarthy. Sachem have started a trio of goaltenders this season. Colin Lorette making one start, getting one win, allowing one goal. Bradley Skillman, 3-0, allowing about 2 goals per game. And Tino Amarada making his 9th start here tonight. The GAA of 3.61 and record of 8-0. Atkins rolls across the line. Wrist shot blocked by Hoffman. Right back out in front for Brace. Shot it wide. Didn't quite have the angle. Atkins. Far blue. Wrist shot. Scores! Second of the game for Jesse Atkins. Puts Sachem up by 2 once more. I mean, this is high skill level shot and play there from Atkins, shooting off the left foot, going far side, showing off the power that he possesses in his shot. Makes it 4-2. His 14th of the season, and 22nd point extends his lead in the league in terms of defensemen with that point total dumped in by Sachem. They've had each of their last two-goal leads cut down to 1. Trying to avoid the same result, leveraging the turnover. Chance right out in front for Zub. What a save made by Martin. Noah Martin knows how to keep the puck out of the net off a turnover, and one of the top scorers, Jackson Zub. And out of the last sequence, a delayed penalty has been called. Atkins' second goal of the game. His first one was unassisted. His second listed as unassisted as well as the Bermudez goal, which, you know, I thought had an assist on it, but anyway. Sachem's first power play of the game is underway and immediately cleared by the T-Birds. Atkins, fresh off scoring that goal, battling Rakos, strips Rakos of the puck. Weaves into the zone with Beltran. Atkins takes it upon himself to score the hat-trick goal on what would appear to be his 3rd consecutive unassisted goal. Atkins goes coast to coast and puts it into the back of the net. That replay will be in its full form as a highlight package. I am sure of it to be seen in a countdown we do here at Ally Sports Network, the top 10 plays of the week. There's your candidate from this game, if not for some of the Noah Martin saves. Donnelly keeps it at the point, but still plenty of game left as Atkins cashes in on the power play for Sachem. Cam Collins trying to get around Donnelly, could not. In behind the net. T-Birds trying to clear out the far side. They do. Rakos, skate to stick. Carries in. McCarthy is back. Rakos the shot. Blocker save made by Amarada. Right back out into the slot area. T-Birds looking for a response. Their largest deficit of the game is what they're currently up against. Down by 3. Raselowitz over the line onside. Raselowitz wrist shot over the net high. Settled by Clemens. Shot never got through. Collins attempting to play it around. Battling Raselowitz. Raselowitz able to backhand one. Just missed the net on the far post. Dexter pinching in. Free puck. Right back out in front. Clemens looking to find a friendly stick. Could not. Rakos keeps the play alive. Collins spins it to the line. Held in by Donnelly. Liam Ryan Now with 8:43 to go in the second period. Has it behind his net. Banks to the line. Donley keeps. Donley. We'll get around Russo. Ruselowitz through the crease area. All the way out for Hen and cleared out of the zone by Sachem. Charcoal and gold. Intercept. Hen to Lovergene. Lovergene denied by Martin. With 8:14 to go in the second period. 5-2 Sachem lead. Atkins slaps one through traffic and eventually covered by Martin. Face off to the right of the aforementioned T-Bird. Netminder won by Sachem. Atkins across. Fussa wrist shot. Blocked in the line of traffic, reminiscent of that drive home from work we all love. Sorry to remind you. Thrown back toward the T-Bird zone. Haggerty off the glass and out of the zone. Atkins with 3 of the 5 Sachem goals. Ahead, carried in by Besendorfer. Right back out. Orfanos. Checked by Lovergene. Some T-Birds fans voicing their displeasure. Falls upon deaf ears to the line and out of the zone. Sachem trying to quickly go the other way. Besendorfer. Checked from behind by Haggerty. Haggerty goes down. Besendorfer goes down. Puck picked up and moved ahead by Katsonis. Orfanos. Checked by Atkins. Finnemore. This pass blocked by Orfanos. Back with Finnemore. Katsonis can't clear. Lovergene. Backdoor Finnemore. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. A little taps the ice before going to the bench. Finnemore a bit frustrated. He was that close to a grade A scoring chance. Atkins pass. Banks all the way through into the T-Bird zone. Carried ahead by Hoffman. Hoffman with his head up. Goes around Fussa. Hoffman tees up the wrist shot wide. Antoniou holds in at the near point and wrists one from long range, steered away by Amarada. Fussa in the far corner, turned over. Chance for DeLeo. Deloia again with a chance. Now Atkins. On the backhand. Down the far boards. Trying to cut middle. Does, and it's tapped wide. Chance there for Ryan. Now Utweiler to Antoniou. Antoniou, wrist shot wide of the net. Glove side on Amarada. Deloia. On goal to Martin, save, rebound, kicking out the left pad. Martin makes another stop on IN. And for Nick IN, still in search of goal number 1 of the year. That was a good look to get it. And Noah Martin stands his ground. 5-2 Sachem. 4:56 left here in period number 2. Offensive zone draw won by Charcoal and Gold, and that shot covered after took a deflection in front by Martin once more. Sachem have both goals scored in this period, giving them the 3-goal lead. Largest of the night. McCarthy off the face-off win. Shot, scores! Picking it up late was Martin. And the goal for Andrew McCarthy has given Sachem the 6-2 lead. Comes right off the face-off. So built-in screens and traffic already present and taken advantage of by Andrew McCarthy. McCarthy now up to his 4th of the year, 5th point for McCarthy. Make that his shot wide. Pardon me, that's McCarthy's 2nd of the game. So he is up to a much greater number as that shot gloved by Martin. So McCarthy's 5th of the year gives Sachem the 6-2 edge over Connetquot Sayville, the bordering district rival to Sachem to the south and west. Face-off won cleanly by Rakos, nearly on goal to Martin. Picked up in the corner by Hen. Hen out to McCarthy. McCarthy shot blocked. Sachem now 5 of their 6 goals scored by defensemen in this game. So that gets through the stick of Hen. Daniel Hen. Good clearance here from Hoffman. Hoffman trying to spring forward. Clemens joins the rush. Now Hoffman backs off. Clemens takes a shot. Pad save. Rebound. Great defensive play made by Collins. If he doesn't intervene, that's a goal for Connetquot Sayville. At the very least, another empty net to shoot at. Hen one-on-one with Hoffman. Great play by Hoffman. Gets a piece of the puck with his stick, preventing the chance for Sachem. Collins to Hen, swept around. Haggerty will be the first to it in the far corner. Tapped out of the zone by Raselowitz. Hoffman again springs Clemens out of the zone. Clemens dumps in. 2:55 and counting left here in this second period. Kylie Russo finds Hen. Hen into open space. Hoffman giving chase. Hoffman the poke check. Hen around it. Hen on the backhand. Flips it wide. Rakos checked off the puck by Lovergene. Lovergene threw it across. Finnemore bumped by Raselowitz. Finnemore to the ice. Rakos checked by Lovergene on the back check. Near boards, Mason Lovergene. Backed up by the help of Liam Bessendorfer. Bessendorfer unable to hold. Clemens rumbles in the other way. Clemens with Raselowitz. Shot steered away by Murata. Bessendorfer dumps in and will go chase. Has it behind the net. Flicks it out to the slot area. Back for Atkins. Shot redirected into the back of the net. In what could be Jesse Atkins' 4th goal of the game. And the 6th goal out of 7 scored by a defenseman here for Sachem. Depending on if that went off a member of the charcoal and gold in front, they're going to say it did not. Oh yeah, 6 out of the 7 Sachem goals scored by a defenseman tonight. The latest from Jesse Atkins, his 4th of the game. Liam Bessendorfer picking up the lone assist. That's his first point in his young SCHSHL career. Congratulations to Liam Besendorfer. Fossa clears it out, and then Brace put it all the way down for an icing on Sachem. With 53 seconds left in the second period. Faceoff comes back down to the right of Tino Amarata. And one forward by Sachem and Zub. Zub with speed through neutral ice, cuts middle. Now Beltram, wrist shot off the side of the cage. Beltram to Lovergene, one-time shot, he scores! Mason Lovergene. 8-2 Sachem. And watch him just present the stick. This is where you get presents the target for Beltram to pass it to. Heads up play from Lovergene, and why he has so many goals and points this season. Little things like that. Looking for a response, Connetquot Sayville, as Sachem have scored 5 unanswered goals. After Connetquot Sayville made it a 3-2 game to end the first period. Outscored 5-0 here in the second. 11 seconds remain in the period. Lovergene from Beltram and Zub, the most recent goal for Sachem. Lovergene's 23rd of the year. Sachem trying to clear. Beltram trying to skate it out. Tangled up with Arfanos and Dexter. T-Birds touch up, but can't get one last shot toward the net. Bermudez had the puck and was looking for it. We've come to the end of 30 minutes here between Sachem and Connetquot Sayville, and the second period dominated by the charcoal and gold. 8-2 is your score at the end of 2. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. We'll be back for the third period in just a moment. Stick with us on LISN. Welcome back here to the Rinks and Hop Hog. You are listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Joined alongside camera operator Rowan Laddick, I am Ryan Brannigan. Sachem pulling away from Connetquot Sayville in that second period with 5 goals. 3 assists in the game thus far for Jackson Zub. His Russo shot denied by Martin, who slid across to get it. Now Liam Ryan steps around. Ilioa shot save, rebound score. Hen taps in the rebound off the Ryan shot, and things get going early here in the third. 9-2 Sachem. Their 6th unanswered goal. Hen on the rebound. Ryan should get the primary assist. That is what it's listed as, off the rip. Perhaps a secondary assist added in the process. We'll find out. That's what it is for now. Daniel Hen potting his 7th of the year, and now up to 14 points on the campaign for Hen. And this game was 3-2 after 1. And Sachem have taken over. Their first meeting, an 8-6 victory for Sachem. 10-1 the second time out. Looked like this one might fall somewhere in between the two, but it's more looking so like a repeat of the 10-1 performance. We'll find out. We still have 13 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in regulation time. Hen gets taken down. That'll be a delayed penalty. Atkins' shot deflected by Collins, held by Noah Martin, who I feel, despite the score, has had himself quite a night. Martin catching with his right hand, reminiscent of yours truly. I never played goal, but if I did, I would catch it with my right. A rare breed indeed. I want to say 90 to 95% of goaltenders will catch it with their left, as is the case for Sachem's netminders. Tino Amarata, and Skillman is shot off the draw, win, bouncing around the slot, turned away by Martin. Beltram up front with Besendorfer and Finnemore, who has the puck here in the corner, tries to play it out to the front of the net. T-Birds collecting clear by way of Bermudez. Bermudez, one of those two T-Bird goals tonight, played it behind him, right onto the stick of Besendorfer, who risks one on, blockered away by Martin. McCarthy with a pair of goals tonight at the point, shot through traffic off the heel of the skate of Besendorfer. Now Besendorfer, the chance, fans on the shot. Puck available. Beltram says, all right, I'll skid on over to it. Keeps it alive in the Sachem end. McCarthy trying to play it to Besendorfer, taken away by Bermudez, who skates it free for the T-Birds. Hounded by Beltram. Turn back over to Liam Ryan. Beltram, a goal and assist tonight. Besendorfer, his first career Suffolk County High School Hockey League point. Bit of a lethargic change for Sachem. Allows T-Birds to come into the zone. That's Nathan Burns. Fussa to Bustamante. Bustamante maintains possession. Bustamante goes down. Puck back on for Fussa. Fussa shot. It's underneath Martin with Brace on the doorstep looking to hit home a rebound. My apologies, never even put up the Sachem power play. Has 15 seconds left on it. Shot off the draw, turned away by Martin. Up top, Atkins to Fussa. Fussa, slap shot, blocked. And to Bustamante. Back up for Atkins. Atkins to Fussa. Fussa wrist shot. Deflected by his own man in front. Looked like it might have been Antoniou or Dexter. To the line, not out. Held in by Atkins. Bustamante chips it down the boards. Ian. And now cleared here by the T-Birds. Sachem power play has expired. Donley to Rakos. Rakos off a body. That was Brace. Fussa in the feet of a couple of Sachem players. Allows Rakos to enter the zone. Oreikos tumbles down. Delayed penalty against Sachem. Connetquot Sayville to the power play. Again, the T-Birds said they were coming into the game with a 0 power play percentage. Well, Jace Orfanos, if that was the case, broke the drought with the power play goal to make it 2-1. Burns and Haggerty the assist. Sachem has not taken a penalty since. But with Atkins off the ice, they have their second power play opportunity. Do Connetquot Sayville. It starts here. Shot off the draw, turned away by Amarada. McCarthy trying to clear. First attempt fails. Second attempt stopped at the point by Dexter. Rolls to the line, held in by maybe an inch by Donnelly. Sachem will try the far side of the ice. Dexter and Lovergene came together. Here's Zub. Zub flips out. Donnelly there. Zub taps around Donnelly. Jackson Zub with 3 apples tonight. It's knocked down to the ice by Dexter. Oreikos on the loose puck. Clemens goes around Zub, near circle shot. Glove save made, Amarada, and he'll hold on. One minute left of power play time for Connetquot Sayville. Cam Collins going to work on Haggerty. Puck cleared. Bermudez to Katsonis. And Katsonis checks Collins to the ice. .30 seconds left on the T-Birds' second power play of the night. Liam Ryan. Kylie Russo on the forecheck. Katsonis goes hard down to the ice. Haggerty enters the zone. Haggerty bumped by McCarthy, who takes the puck. Haggerty skating back, looking to intervene against McCarthy. Now Collins sends in. In the final seconds of the second Connetquot Sayville power play tick off, we're back to even strength. 8:40 left here and counting here in the third period. Daniel Henn on the loose puck. Bermudez backhands in, taken over by Henn. Pushed back along by Katsonis. Liam Ryan to the loose puck. Ryan outlets the far side of the ice. Bermudez. Check to the ice by Henn. Orfanos. Pass blocked by Fussa. Still able to get one through. And Aiello unable to gather it in. As Henn dumps and goes for a change. Besendorfer. Long range shot handled by Martin. Ramirez. Bermudez. Carries in, drops a pass, wrist shot, deflects. Ramirez near side, unable to get a touch, and Atkins will bank it all the way down ice. A sputtering puck dying at the circle. No icing. Haggerty turned over to Beltram. Beltram flips it across out of the reach of Finnemore. Beltram got through a couple of sticks, and now Ramirez flips to center. 6:30 to go here in the third. 9-2 Sachem. 6 unanswered goals. Is there an answer here for Ramirez? Checked off the puck by Atkins. He makes the defensive play. Chipped in 4 goals as well. What a night for Jesse Atkins. A little kick there from Clemens, but Clemens has the stick lifted by Atkins, and now the loose puck handled by Beltram. Knocks it ahead. Donnelly keeps the near point. Deflected wide by Rakos to the far corner. Atkins with his, I believe that's his neck guard dangling around out there. Off the far boards and out of the zone. Foot race. Donnelly and Besendorf. Besendorf to the backhand. Scores! Will it count? Yes! And that's the first career Suffolk County High School Hockey League goal. Scored by Liam Besendorfer. Noah Martin appears to have been shaken up after the goal. Besendorfer slid it 5-hole. The goal stands. Remaining in the game is Martin, who appears to be okay. And that's a dandy of a first career Suffolk County High School Hockey League goal for Liam Besendorfer. His second point tonight. Picked up an assist earlier in the contest. Sachem have 7 unanswered goals and flipped to center. The unbeaten Sachem DV Braves. Shoveled down ice by Bustamante will be an icing against Sachem. Coming up on the schedule for both of these sides, Sachem take on West Islip a week from today. Same time. 6 o'clock on the South Rink. 5-4 was the margin of victory the last time Sachem played, or the first time Sachem played West Islip. 3-2 the second time. So narrow margins of victory in both games against West Islip earlier this season for Sachem. They meet for a third time next week. Connetquot Sayville. They're up against West Islip next as well. That game taking place all the way at the end of the month, January 31st. So 2-week break after this game for the T-Birds. As a shot turned away, Antoniou on the doorstep with the chance, and Amarada saving his best stop for last, it would appear in this one, or close to it, as we are in the final 2:22 and counting in this third period. McCarthy, it's turned over. Antoniou trying to get to the loose puck. On back to the point. Long wrist shot. Missed the net high and wide off the stick of Hoffman. Thrown right back to the slot by Haggerty. Rejected. Flung around by McCarthy. Stick save made by Amarada. Andrew McCarthy will once again try to clear, and that does get by the stick of Hoffman. Hoffman's pass for Antoniou. Try to bank it to him. Dalioia. Checked there by Collins. And Dalioia's down. That will stop the otherwise running clock. Dalioia up. Appears to be good. With $1:20 left, that will resume running on the puck drop. As Daniel Henn, who is on a knee, gets back up on 2 skates, will, I believe, hover over to take the face-off. No, it'll be Cam Collins. Collins, Henn, and Russo up front for Sachem. Or Fano. Does he have goal number 2 tonight? He does not. Denied by Amarada. Coming up next on this rink, if you want to stick around, stay tuned. If you're a fan of Sachem, odds are you're going to want to be sticking tuned for later tonight at 9 o'clock. Sachem JV taking on Longwood JV. And then 20 minutes after that, probably the game of the night. Sachem varsity taking on Northport Huntington varsity, and is a critical game in terms of the standings and how they'll shake out. As punching that puck away from Russo was Martin. Final 20. Orfano's checked off the puck by Atkins, who, what a game to remember for Jesse Atkins. 4 goals tonight for Atkins. A number of good defensive plays as well. As Henn, does he have an exclamation mark? No. Turned away by Martin, who I thought had himself quite the night, but not enough for the outpouring of offense from the second period on and really throughout the entire game. Sachem really shut it down from the second period on, scoring 7 unanswered to defeat Connetquot Sayville and improve to 13-0. Quite the mark for Sachem to accomplish. That's your final 10-2 tonight in first of 3 on the South Rink. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. On behalf of our camera operator, Rowan Laddick, I'm Ryan Brannigan saying so long. Until next time, folks, as always, have a good night.